When you look at Japan specifically in exchange for all of this, effectively Japan got a reduced rate of just a 15% tariff, of course much lower than a great other many nations.
強い日本経済を作り上げ、外交安全保障で日本の国益を守り抜く。私には明確な決意がございました。
Once, Japan was unstoppable, the world's factory, innovation hub, and symbol of economic perfection. But beneath the neon skyline, the miracle cracked. Growth has stalled, debt has soared, and the population is vanishing. The question isn't if Japan is collapsing, it's how fast. Chapter 1. The cracks beneath the surface. For decades, Japan's economy seemed impervious to destruction. Exports boomed, unemployment stayed low, and its companies shaped the modern world. But today, the world's third largest economy is struggling. In 2024, growth barely touched 0.5%. The yen plunged to historic lows. Inflation hit levels unseen in 40 years, squeezing workers whose wages haven't kept up in decades. The Bank of Japan now faces an impossible choice: raise interest rates and risk a financial crash, or keep them low and watch the currency continue to sink further. Either way, Japan's old formula for success no longer works. Chapter 2. The demographic collapse. Japan's greatest threat isn't external, it's its own people. Nearly 1 in 3 citizens is over 65, and the birth rate has fallen to record lows. Fewer than 750,000 babies were born last year, the lowest number ever recorded. Entire towns are disappearing. In rural areas, schools close, businesses vanish, and houses are reclaimed by nature. The population is shrinking by 500,000 people every year. That's like losing a city the size of Atlanta annually. With fewer workers and more retirees, the economy faces a shrinking labor force and soaring pension costs. By 2040, experts warn there will be only one worker supporting every retiree. Chapter 3. The weight of endless debt. To keep the economy afloat, Japan borrowed and borrowed big. Today, public debt exceeds 250% of GDP, the highest in the developed world. For comparison, the US is at roughly 120%. But Japan's situation is unique. Most of its debt is held domestically, mainly by its own citizens and the central bank. That means no immediate default risk, but it also means Japan is trapped. Every year, billions are spent just on interest payments, money that could have gone to innovation, education, or defense. And if interest rates rise even slightly, those payments explode. It's a delicate balance that could unravel overnight. Chapter 4. The industry losing its edge. Japan once led the world in cars, electronics, and robotics, but now it's falling behind. Korea dominates semiconductors. China floods markets with cheaper electric cars. Even Japan's giants, Toyota, Sony, and Panasonic, face intense competition. For decades, Japan relied on exports to power growth. But with global demand slowing and energy imports rising since the Fukushima disaster, trade surpluses are shrinking fast. At the same time, Japan has been slow to adapt to the digital and green revolutions. Bureaucracy, aging leadership, and risk tolerance have made innovation hesitant. The country that once invented the future is now struggling to catch up. Chapter 5. The reckoning ahead. In 2025, Japan unveiled a bold revival plan, including automation, green energy, and limited immigration to revive growth. But time is running out. Robots can build cars, not buy them, and Japan remains hesitant to open its borders. The Bank of Japan's cautious policy shifts reveal how fragile stability has become. If growth doesn't rebound, painful reforms, higher taxes, longer working years, deeper debt may be inevitable. But Japan's struggle is more than national. It's a glimpse into the future awaiting every aging, debt-heavy economy. Japan isn't alone. It's simply the first to face tomorrow's global reckoning. Japan once showed what human discipline and innovation could achieve. Now, it's showing what happens when those strengths become rigid. Is Japan collapsing or transforming into something new? Comments below and subscribe for more global economic deep dives.